Want to know the millionaire secret that nobody tells you? It's not your first million that changes everything. It's your first 100,000. The first 100,000 is the hardest, the grind, the uphill climb. But once you hit it, the magic of compound interest kicks in and does the heavy lifting. That 100,000 can literally be the seed that grows into $1 million or more. Today I'm breaking down exactly how the first 100K works like rocket fuel, how long it takes money at different starting points to grow to 1 million, and how you can get there faster than you think. So buckle up, because this is the step that separates dreamers from millionaires. Legendary investor Charlie Munger said it best. The first 100,000 is a but you gotta do it. He wasn't kidding. The first milestone feels slow. It's like pushing a car up a hill. But here's the catch. Once you cross 100K, the game flips. Suddenly, your money starts producing more. That's when you stop relying on your paycheck and start seeing real wealth grow. Let's look at history. If you had $100,000 in the S&P 500 in 1990, by 2020, it grew to over 1.7 million. Or in the Dow Jones from 1980 to 2020, that same 100,000 became more than $3 million. That's how compound interest builds millionaires. Not in a year or two, but by consistently letting your money work for decades. Warren Buffett said, "Someone's sitting in a shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Your first 100K is that tree. Plant it early and watch it grow into millionaire shade." Here's why 100K is the magic number. At 100K invested at 7%, you're making $7,000 a year. At 200,000, it doubles to 14,000. At 500,000, you're looking at 35,000 a year. And at $1 million, you're pulling in $70,000 without lifting a finger. That's a full salary. And here's the kicker. It all starts with the first 100K. That's the spark that compounds into a million. Albert Einstein is often quoted as saying, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world." Whether he said it or not, doesn't matter. The math makes it true. Let's make this really clear. If you earn a steady 10% annual return and make no additional contributions, here's about how long it takes different starting amounts to grow to $1 million. $10,000. It will take 48 years. $50,000. It will take 31 years. $100,000. It will take 24 years. $300,000 will take 13 years. $500,000 will take 7 years. And $800,000 will take 2 years to get to $1 million. Now here's the eye-opener. It takes less than half the time for 100,000 to reach 1 million compared to 10,000. That's why grinding to the first 100,000 is critical. It completely changes the timeline of your millionaire journey. But let's zoom in even closer on the journey of 100K at 10% annual returns. In about 7 years, 100K doubles to 200K. In about 11.5 years, it triples to 300K. By 17 years, it grows fivefold to 500K. And in just under 22 years, it becomes 800K before finally tipping over to $1 million around year 24. That's the compounding staircase. Each step up takes fewer years in dollar terms because the growth is accelerating. 100K is slow to get moving, but once it does, it becomes a money-making machine. Now here's where it gets exciting. What if you don't just let 100,000 sit? What if you keep adding fuel to the fire? Let's say you start with 100,000 and keep adding $500 every month for 20 years at 10% returns. If you never added another dime, your $100,000 would grow to about $672,000. Pretty great. But when you add that extra $500 every month, the total balloons to about 1.1 million. That's nearly double because contributions plus compounding create a snowball that just keeps accelerating. So think of it this way. Leaving 100,000 alone makes you wealthy, but adding to it makes you wealthy much faster. That's how you put rocket fuel on your millionaire journey. Now let's talk about the enemy of millionaire dreams, lifestyle creep. Lifestyle creep is when your income rises, but instead of investing it, you upgrade everything. Your $20 gym membership becomes $150. Your reliable Honda turns into a luxury car with a giant monthly payment. One streaming service suddenly becomes 5. Every dollar spent on lifestyle creep is a dollar that could have been growing towards that $1 million goal. Here's the millionaire hack. Use raises to fund investments. Don't let your lifestyle balloon. Let your portfolio balloon. If you get a $5,000 raise and invest it instead of spending it, in 10 years at 7% it grows to over $70,000. That's how you bridge the gap between $100,000 and $1 million. Peter Lynch once said, "The key to making money in stocks is not to get scared out of them." I'd add, not to get distracted out of them either. Don't let new gadgets rob you of millionaire status. Let's put faces to numbers. Meet Sarah. She maxed out her 401k at $19,000 a year plus a company match. Within the first 5 years, she passed $100K. From there, compounding alone started adding $8,000 to $10,000 a year. That's her millionaire engine run. Then there's Mark. He invested $1,000 per month in an index fund. It took about 7 years to hit $100K, but once he did, the growth from compounding outpaced his car payment. That's when the portfolio becomes self-propelling. Even a high-yield savings account at 5% can play a role. It won't make you rich, but it keeps your dollars working until you're ready to invest them for real compounding growth. So how do you reach the first 100K milestone faster? The one that makes millionaire status realistic. Here's a playbook. The employer 401k. Contributions lower your taxable income and the company match is free money. Automated investments. Consistency beats willpower. Let the system do the work for you. Fight the lifestyle creep. Every raise, bonus, and windfall should go to your portfolio, not your expenses. Take on a side hustle. Uber, freelancing, flipping items online. It's not glamorous, but every dollar invested gets you closer to the magic 100,000. Forget trying to look rich. Play the long game and be rich later. Here's the truth. Your millionaire journey doesn't start with $1 million. It starts with your first 100K. That's the point where compounding transforms your money into a wealth building machine. Hit 100K, keep adding to it, and let time do its thing. That's how everyday people become millionaires. So tell me, where are you on your journey? Just starting? Halfway to 100K? Or already watching compounding snowball toward $1 million? Drop a comment below. I want to know your story. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hey, if you're feeling generous, check out my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Coffee fuels these millionaire pep talks. And one last thing, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice. Always do your own research before making investment decisions. I'll see you in the next video when your 100K becomes your first million. This is your financial watchman, and I'm signing out. Bye bye, y'all.